Welcome back, viewers, to the latest researches and news. Currently, we have two major developments about the ongoing conflict in Ethiopia. Firstly, about in Mekelle, Tigray's capital. Two drone strikes have reportedly hit residential neighborhoods, leaving mothers and children hospitalized. And secondly, far to the west, in East Wlega zone, Fano forces say they intercepted and destroyed an Ethiopian military convoy. Let's go through both updates in full detail. According to the latest reports, two drone strikes were carried out in the city of Mekelle. One hit the Sawat area and the other hit the Dero Damariam area of Adishumdun. Footage from after the strikes is available for you to see on your screen. According to Tigrayan media, the Ethiopian military carried out a drone strike on residential areas in the Dero area of Mekelle today. Mekelle is the capital of Tigray region, the largest city in the region, and its political and administrative center. Unlike some of the more rural or frontline strikes we've covered in areas like Endete district, a strike directly inside Mekelle itself represents a strike on the region's main urban population center, which naturally raises the risk of civilian casualties simply due to population density, regardless of what the intended target may have been. According to Tigrayan media, mothers and children who were playing in their neighborhood were hospitalized as a result of the strikes. There was also serious and minor damage reported to residential buildings in the area. As with the earlier disputed strike we covered in ENDF, we want to be clear about sourcing here. This account of civilian harm is coming from Tigrayan media specifically, and as of now, we don't have an Ethiopian National Defense Force statement confirming or disputing what was hit. Given how densely populated central Mekelle is, and the specific mention of children being hospitalized, this is the kind of report that typically draws significant local and international attention once further details and any official response emerge. Apart from this, according to credible sources, Fano forces under the Bizamo Anji Said command of the Amhara Fano National Movement carried out a coordinated offensive against combined Ethiopian National Defense Force and Oromia Region Geda Commando Forces in Menda Sost Kebeli, Geda Ayana Woreda, East Wlega Zone. This is a significant shift in geography for our coverage. East Wlega Zone lies in Oromia Region in western Ethiopia. Far from the northern fronts, we've mostly been focused on Raya Kobo, North Wulo, and East Gojam. The Geda Commando is a regional special security force under the Oromia regional government, meaning this engagement involved Fano fighting against a combined force made up of both the Federal Ethiopian National Defense Force and Oromia's own regional forces working together. This shows Fano is now engaging opponents well outside Amhara region's own borders, in an area with a significant Amhara community living within Oromia territory. Reportedly, the military convoy in question was transporting property that had been looted from Amhara communities in Mendesost and Fendika Kebeles, following Ethiopian National Defense Force attacks in which Amhara civilians were massacred and homes and other property across both Kebeles were burned down. If accurate, this frames the Fano offensive not simply as a territorial or strategic operation, but as a direct response to a specific alleged atrocity against Amhara civilians in these two Kebeles, with the convoy itself allegedly carrying looted goods taken from those same communities. This is a serious allegation involving civilian massacres and the burning of homes. And like other unverified claims we cover, It should be treated as Fano's account of events pending independent confirmation, though the specificity of the two named Kebelles does suggest a particular traceable incident rather than a vague general claim. Heavy fighting followed the offensive, with the Anchi-side command claiming significant losses among the combined Ethiopian National Defense Force and Oromia Geda Commando forces. We've received videos of the destroyed vehicles from this engagement, which you can see on your screen now. During the fighting, Fano forces reportedly destroyed 13 convoy vehicles and captured an additional 2 patrol vehicles. Destroying 13 vehicles from a single convoy on top of capturing 2 additional patrol vehicles indicates a fairly large convoy was targeted. Convoys of this size are typically used either for significant troop movement or substantial cargo transport, which lines up with the claim that this convoy was specifically moving looted property rather than just personnel. Fano forces also claimed the capture of a significant quantity of weapons during this engagement, including 70 Kalashnikov rifles, 3 brain-light machine guns, 2 sniper rifles, along with associated equipment. A haul of 70 rifles alone suggests this convoy was carrying or was escorted by a fairly substantial number of armed personnel consistent with a combined Ethiopian National Defense Force and Oromia Geda Commando operation, rather than a lightly guarded logistics run. So today's update spans 2 very different corners of Ethiopia. Drone strikes on residential neighborhoods in Mekelle, with Tigrayan media reporting mothers and children among the hospitalized, and a Fano offensive far to the west in East Wlega zone, targeting a convoy allegedly carrying property looted from massacred Amhara communities, resulting in over a dozen destroyed vehicles and a significant weapons haul. As always, several details here, particularly the exact circumstances behind both incidents, remain unverified from independent sources, and will continue to update you as more information comes through. Subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you don't miss the next update.